Hey guys, happy Friday, good afternoon. I am here to share with you that eye look that I had posted earlier in the week. I had gotten several messages either here and on Instagram on how I created it. So many people said it was the best look I've ever done. It truly was an accidental look, I'm not kidding. I just needed a quick eyeshadow one day and I had already put on, because I was sharing a red lip, a really bold lip. And in the rules of makeup, if you're wearing a bold lip, you should go a little bit nude on the eye and vice versa, because if you're doing all the things, it can be distracting and you're kind of wanting to play up one feature over another. So I'm going to share it with you. I'm serious, it's so easy. I almost feel bad calling it a tutorial, but it is easy peasy, let me tell you. So I'm just going to prep my eyes with a primer. I really recommend using an eye primer when using any eye products, because it's going to help grab your eyeshadows and they'll be able to show the true color. This one has pigment to it, so it actually also hides veins and discoloration that I have on my lid, and a little goes a long way. So I'm just making sure that's blended in, and we'll let it set for a second and I'll get right into it. But you can see it's already addressed my veiny redness. And then I'm going to grab my tools. I'm only using a couple of tools today. It's super easy. Let's see. Let's make sure I have everything there. I'm just going to take my sponge over that just to make sure that I don't have any excess product there. I do have my hack on, my highlight and contour. I did that over on Instagram in my stories. If you're not following me on Instagram, go and do it, because I do a whole lot more over there and totally different content. Different pictures are posted to the feed, and because they have a little bit easier of a story feature, I post more of my stories there. So let's get to it. I am going to use just a few colors, and the first of which is this color here. It's called Bubba. It is a mid-tone brown. I use it pretty much every day, and I'm using it as a transition color. So I'm going to use this to carve out my crease. I am going to be very, very light-handed with this, like super light-handed. I'm just going in. I've barely touched it, and I'm going to load up the product because we do not want a bold eye. This is that soft glam that you're just going to love for the holidays. And you can do it so easily. I'm just dipping in one more time. And by dipping in more than once like this, we're making sure we're controlling the amount of product. And I'm literally tracing my eyeball in a windshield wiper motion. And then I'll swirl back here. Also notice I'm using my brush from the back. This is something that I always tell you to do when doing eyeshadow. Always control your, no matter what brush you use, control it from the back. Go to YouTube. Watch Tati, watch any of them. Watch the way they hold their eyeshadow brush. Always from the back. It feels like you have less control, because you do. And the less control you have, the better diffusion of the pigment that you will get. So that's a little pro tip for you. Work your brush from the back and then work the pigment up. Okay, so I'm not going any higher than here because we'll be adding color to the brow bone. Again, just barely dipping in and carving out my crease. Literally tracing your eyeball. That's all this is. So if you do this, shade, it's like a mid-tone shade. You want to go matte as well. It is not a dark color. We're not wanting to add a ton of pigment because this is a nude and soft eye. Okay. And for this look, I will be using all Maskcara Beauty products. I am an artist for the company. I do affiliate with them and recommend their products among many others. And it's a great program. I'm able to get a lot of free product. I'm able to work with really great women, and anyone can be an artist. You do not have to be a makeup artist. You do not have to be in the profession. So if you're interested in finding out how to join my little girl gang I got going, It's a lot of fun. I've gotten a lot of value out of it, and I've made some wonderful friends, and I have learned the beauty industry and more. So I always like to throw that in there. So now that we have our transition color, we're going to go to our lid color. We're going to pick up a shade called Sabrina. Now, because we're bringing this on my lid here, I want a bit of a pop. So what I'm going to do is take my multitasker brush. I'm going to, this is hard to do with one, I need to get a table. One hand, I'm going to take my Stay Spray. I actually just put it in this bottle because I like the spray a little bit better on this one. I have the old Stay Spray. I haven't gotten the new packaging, but the new packaging is it's beautiful, but the spray on it, now this spray is kind of aggressive, and when I use it on clients, I tend to put on a sponge, then set the makeup rather than like spray their face. The new packaging has a spray that is so much like MAC Fix Plus. It just mists on so nice. But this, we're just gonna spray and dampen our sponge. It's gonna do dampen our, it's Friday, our brush. And we're going to pick up that Sabrina, and because it's a damp brush, it's going to grab the pigment, and you're gonna get a bit of a payoff. And it's also, because it is a setting spray, going to give you a little bit more staying power on top of your eye primer. So it's pretty cool. Now you could do this with a more gold glitter, like Goldie, or if you have Glamazing Illuminator, that would really be pretty. But this is just a nude kind of creamy shimmer that I think is so pretty and great for every day. We're just amping it up a little by using a synthetic brush. Ooh, I got a little fallout there. Didn't tap off. Always tap off your excess. It's so hard to do in a camera sometimes. And I'm just patting it on the lid. I'm not doing anything other than pressing it into my skin. A lot can be said for the pressing and stippling motion in the world of cosmetics. Sometimes sweeping and swiping is not necessarily what we want to do. Now we still have some excess product, and I'm going to take it right up on my brow bone. And then I'm going to take a little bit more on my inner corner and highlight that tear duct there. That makes a big difference in your eye look. You could even kind of drag it a little bit and kind of to see how much brighter that is. Now, our outer corner, we are not going to go super dark because we're going for a nude look. We're going to go, one of my shadows is breaking and I forgot to fix it. So I'm going to use this color here. It's called Bird. And I'm going to use the smaller end. And I'm just being super careful because it seems I have a shadow that's crumbling. And it's a very mid-tone kind of, I use this as a transition a lot. It's a mid-tone olive brown. But notice my motion, I'm just tapping it in a line. See how it's just a line? If you struggle with outer corner pigmentation, you think you come in too far, you go out too far, or it just looks like you get punched in the eye, this is how you solve that. Tapping, 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 because we do not want a dark outer corner. And then I'm going to kind of drag it into my crease, the tiniest bit. Then we'll switch to our fluffy side and kind of push and press it in. I'm not sweeping, I'm not going crazy because we're looking for a very concentrated pigment on just the outer corner. Okay? And it's going to be soft and natural. And that's how you get that nude eye look. That is so popular. Alright, we'll do the other side. Again, just tapping in that small end and literally making a line. That's all you need to do with that outer corner color. No matter what color you're using. Just make a line. Which is really hard without making weird faces when you're in a phone. And I'm just patting it in. And then I'll pull it in my crease just a teeny bit. if you've been matched with Olive Contour by me, this color is very similar to Olive Contour, just for an eyeshadow. So if you don't have this color, but you have your Olive Contour, use Olive Contour. Just make sure you set it. Any cream you use in your eye, cream eyeshadow, contour, anything, we're gonna set it. And just soften everything out, make sure everything's blended. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of close my eye a little so you can kind of see the dimension there. Then I'm gonna blend that right there. That's weird. Okay. And then I like to take a tiny bit of that bird, that outer corner color, and bring it under. And then I'm gonna show you something cool. Okay. So, my eyeliner in that look was Maskcara's brand new Black Friday liner. I'm gonna pop it out of the tin compact and share it with you. It is a cream eyeliner. So now all my eyeshadows and my eyeliner are in the same place, and it's really neat. I have been affiliated with Maskcara for about 2 years now. No, that's not right, but 1.5 years. And I would often get the question, I don't see an eyeliner, why don't you have an eyeliner? Well, now I can say we do, and I'm super excited about it. I've been testing it all week. In my feed, that young lady I saw yesterday with the black, kind of smoky, dramatic look, 90% of that look was this eyeliner. I used it to pigment her outer corner, in addition to shadows. It's a really great product. So I'm going to kind of swatch it here for you. I'm just tapping it. It is a cream-based eyeliner, and it's dark and like jet black. It looks so cool. It's great. It's a great product. So we're going to use that to line our eyes. So I'm going to use the tiny end of my multitasker brush, and I'm going to smudge it into my lash line. I'm not going in the waterline. I'm just going to smudge it in my lash line. Look how pretty that is. Look at the difference between one side. And that was just one pass. So I'll dip in again. And you could draw a wing out on this. I did a wing yesterday, so I'm not going to wing today. Because the truth of the matter is I'm still in leggings. And a wing just doesn't need to be here. Okay. Not an easy thing to do. I got to do it without pulling on my eye. But I'm literally just smudging it into the lash line. It's so pretty. It's so pigmented. And it doesn't transfer. I kind of have been testing it over a couple days. And then I really tested it with my client yesterday. She was wearing, like I said, 90% of this product was her eyes. And she went to a rock concert in Boston. And she saw me from 12 to about 2. And I mean, she was at a concert at night, and she said her makeup held up through the day and then through the night, and it was flawless all the way through, eyeliner included. So it's a really solid liner, and it can be used as a black eyeshadow. Just make sure you set it with a powder. I'm just smudging it along my lower lash line to complete the look, and not going on my waterline. It is a cream. I tend to not like creams on my waterline. They do not last for me. That's me though. So if you get Black Friday, try it. But there is a bundle. You'll see if you go to a few posts down, this brush and this liner is on a bundle. You can get it pretty cheap. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but it's affordable. This brush is $22, and the liner I think is $16. So you get both for a bundle deal. Scroll down, you'll be able to see it. It's called the Long Lines Bundle. I can put it in the comments, the price for it, but this alone is a great addition and amazing for a stocking stuffer because it doesn't need a color match or anything else like that. You can just pop it in someone's stocking and they have their eyeliner. So it's a really great product. I am very impressed with it. I'm going to continue to use it in my pro kit because For me, that was the test. She wore it all night long to a rock concert. So for me, it's a win. It's a good one. So that is Black Friday liner. Very pretty and a nude eye look. So we're just going to finish it off with some mascara. I'll share one I've been using lately, and then I'm going to share one other product with you that I've really been loving. But I've been using Maskcara by NYX. Worth the hype. It's super affordable. It's drugstore. And I like it. I'm doing a couple of other mascara tests because you know me, I can't help myself. So I'll let you know what I think. And then I'm going to set my makeup because I forgot to set it on Instagram. But it's cool because I'm going to show you something. This is a pretty good mascara. It's not bad. It takes me quite a few coats, but I get decent length. Okay, so I'm going to set my makeup. I'm going to show you how I do it. I am going to use my Stay Spray. Like I said, I don't like to use it directly on the skin. I just use a little bit on a sponge. And if you have the right color of your mascara foundation, you're not going to need much in the way of setting power if you're not oily. And I'm not. I have normal to dry skin. And then I've been using this Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay finishing powder. It is translucent. I like it a lot. The one thing I don't like about it, but it really doesn't bother me much, but it might bother someone, it is incredibly finely milled. So that means it's incredibly dusty. So I put it on the, you can kind of see, it's like a cloud, but it is so smooth. I put it on my Power Powder brush. Has a nice beveled end for getting under the eye, and I just set in the areas that I tend to get shiny, or I need a little staying power right under my nose. Anybody that knows me in real life will tell you it's true. I have horrible allergies all year long, so my nose is always where I pull off pigment because I blow my nose like 20,000 times a day. So this really helps keep my product where I need it to be. And it is a solid powder. So if you need a translucent setting powder, it is a little dusty because it's so finely milled, but it is like smooth. It's truly smoothing. It smooths. I swear it blurs pores. It is really good, really good. I love Tarte. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. This eye look is, like I said, super pretty, super easy to achieve, really easy to kind of amp up. If you're wanting to take this day to night, you can add a wing liner, pop some glitter on the lid, and you're good to go. It would take you just those 2 steps to change the game on this, or add some lashes. And it's really affordable. Each eyeshadow tin is $12, so I used, 3? So there you go. If you have any questions or you need a color match, I'm always here for you. I appreciate every single one of you. And all the likes and comments on my videos really help get me out there so I can help more people, so I appreciate those. And then also my November giveaway for the Alexa is still going on, the Echo Dot, so go ahead and check out that post. It's pinned to the top of the page to see how you can enter that giveaway. And if you're interested in the Maskcara Artist Program, also pinned to the top of the page is a form you could fill out. It's in conjunction with my color match form, so if you're looking for a color match form, that's there too. Just fill that out and it will come to me and I'll color match you. If you have interest in the artist program, fill that out and I will give you all the details on how to get started on your own little journey. It's been really fun and rewarding for me, and I'm just really grateful for it. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend. Again, I appreciate every single one of you. Have a good one.